Warning, at the end of this video, I will play actual audio from Anneliese Michel's possession. I will give you a heads up before the audio starts playing in case you want to skip that part. Enjoy the video. I'm sure most of you have seen, or at least heard of the movie, The Exorcism of Emily Rose. But did you know it was based on a real case of possession? And arguably, the most famous case in history. The case of Anneliese Michel. Anneliese Michel grew up a devout Catholic in Bavaria, West Germany in the 1960s, even attending Mass twice a week. When Anneliese was 16, she would black out at school and begin to walk around in a daze. Anneliese never remembered a thing, only that her friends and family would tell her she was in a trance-like state. A year later, Anneliese experienced a similar occurrence, waking up from a trance and soaked bed sheets from wetting the bed. Her body began to convulse, causing her to shake uncontrollably. After the second time, her and her family had enough and took her to a neurologist who diagnosed her with temporal lobe epilepsy, which can cause convulsions, loss of memory, and hallucinations. Anneliese began to take medication and shortly after enrolled at the University of Würzburg in 1973. Even though the drugs she was prescribed failed to help her, she continued to take them, but as the year progressed, her condition continued to get worse, causing Anneliese to believe she was possessed by demons and needed to find outside help from medicine. She began to see faces of the devil everywhere she went, as well as demons whispering in her ear, telling her to rot in hell, and she was damned. Praying failed, and she believed she was possessed by the devil himself. Anneliese sought out priests to help with the demonic presence, but all clergy rejected her, stating she needed medical help, and they could not help without the approval of the bishop. She began to lose hope as conditions got worse. She would rip her clothes off, convulsively perform up to 400 squats a day, crawl under tables and bark like a dog for 2 days straight. She ate spiders and coal, bit the head off of a dead bird, and even licked her own urine off the floor. Finally, Anneliese and her mother met Father Ernest Alt, who believed in her possession. He stated she did not look like an epileptic. Anneliese wrote to Alt, "I am nothing. Everything about me is vanity. What should I do? I have to improve. You pray for me." And even followed up with, "I want to suffer for other people, but this is so cruel." Alt petitioned the local bishop, Bishop Joseph Stagel, who eventually approved the request of the exorcism, but ordered it be carried out in total secrecy. Over the next 10 months following the bishop's approval, Alt and Father Renz conducted 67 exorcisms lasting up to 4 hours each. Anneliese revealed that as many as 6 demons possessed her: Lucifer, Cain, Judas, Adolf, Nero, and Fleischmann. As these spirits would wrestle for power and control of Anneliese's body and communicate through low growls, Anneliese would often talk about dying to atone for the wayward youth of today and the apostate priests of the modern church. She broke the bones and ripped her tendons in her knees from continuous praying, and would be frequently restrained by the priests in order to conduct the exorcisms. She slowly stopped eating and died of malnutrition and dehydration on July 1st, 1976. She was just 23 years old. Shortly after Anneliese's death, the story became a national sensation in Germany, after her parents, as well as the 2 priests, were charged with negligent homicide. They came before the court and even used the actual recording to justify their actions, but it was to no prevail. The 2 priests were found guilty and were sentenced to 6 months in jail, but was later suspended and 3 years probation. The parents were exempt, for the loss of their child was considered enough punishment, a criteria for sentencing in German law. Anneliese would go on to become an icon, not just for the movie The Exorcism of Emily Rose, but also in the Catholic community and believers in possession and the supernatural. And many to this day still continue to visit her grave to pay respects to the soul lost to the devil. Many skeptics, though, believe she was just a mentally ill woman who needed proper medical help and attention, and viewed the Anneliese story as another tragic loss to fake beliefs of demons and possession. But as with all videos I do like this, the choice is up to you on what you believe. I'm now going to play audio of the demons possessing Anneliese, but before we listen to that, if you would like to hit that like button, followed by the subscribe button and bell notification so you never miss an upload. Also, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook group. Let's play the audio.